So what I do in Finestar is basically manage the tech part, the marketing, the sales, the operations. That's my core. I come back with a very background of being in the before being in the diamond industry, I was on the corporate side. Then I got into jewelry manufacturing, and now that I'm running a setup which is manufacturing solitaires, and Finestar is a De Beers site holder. So what I'll do is I'll quickly start off with a few things before we go live. So the thing that I'm going to be talking about here is, first is, second, sorry. So everyone knows that AI is the future with regards to every business that we're going to be doing in the coming future. And diamond industry and jewelry is not something which is going to be left alone. It has actually embraced it in a very beautiful manner. And we're here to actually understand what are the things that people are doing, what are Finestar at our setup, like a manufacturing unit, what do we do differently, and how we all can incorporate to understand, as if you're a jeweler, you're a manufacturer, you're a brand, whoever you are, you'll find something to learn from this session to understand how you can incorporate AI in whatever way you can in your own businesses. That is my whole interest of this whole activity. So I'm just actually waiting for this thing to start so I could probably showcase it to you in a little much better fashion. Let me just start off with who are we? Finestar is a manufacturing focused organization that sources rough directly from primary sources. That means the diamonds that come through our website into our business are bought directly from miners. We don't buy from the secondary market. Manufacturing it entirely in our fully integrated factories and distribute the resultant polished diamonds across the world through its global marketing and distribution network. The group has been expanding its operations over the last 25 years and has a presence in 8 countries and a turnover of more than $500 million USD. Our headquarters are obviously in BKC, where our sales office sits back and manages the business. But our manufacturing unit is, obviously we are a part of everyone, like everyone else in Surat. We have a unit in Surat. But also we're doing a lot of things which are different, which is on the Southern African sector. That is on having a factory in Botswana, Namibia, and in South Africa. We have our offices in US, Belgium, Hong Kong, Japan, and Dubai as well. So a few things that I would like to talk about is the company's history and milestones, which first few things to go with. 2002 is when we incorporated our Mumbai office. I mean, we had an office very long time back, but the Finestar as a company got registered in 2002. By 2018, we became a De Beers site holder. 2019, we became a Botswana manufacturing unit, became a De Beers site holder. 2020, we became a Rio Tinto Select Diamond Tier. And 2021, in Namibia, we became De Beers site holder, and 23 in South Africa. We, as a company, strongly believe in the business of natural diamond biz and are continuously investing in building world-class manufacturing facilities, acquiring latest technologies, and up-leveling our people. So let me just talk about a little bit of the core values that I would like to further take ahead. Any chances with the presentation to start off with? Five to 10 minutes more.
With technology and human life, no guarantee.
It's not like this. It's about how you as a person starts embracing artificial intelligence.
No, I'm not talking about AI. I'm talking about the technology what we are using here.
That for sure. That for sure. You won't enjoy my talk that much.
You don't know when human is going to get collapsed, and you don't know when electronics is going to get collapsed.
Very true. Very true. Too much dependency is also not good.
And people may think, "Sala GJS ने पैसा दिया है कि नहीं?"
No, actually पैसा तो दे दिया, इनको ट्रांजिशन में थोड़ा दिक्कत आ रहा है.
But लॉन्ग बैक मतलब काफी समय के पहले लोग एडवांस पेमेंट लेते हैं और काम करते हैं और मियाँ बहुत GJC आए
I like to take the conversation further, but I just want to do it in the right way.
I agree. Without that, it is
Because
not
it-
enjoy.
because it's more a tech-based thing, and a tech-based thing, how much of I speak will not do justice to the visual and the vocal language to it.
डिजाइनर है कि
इधर ही हूँ.
डिजाइनर थोड़ा लेट करेंगे आपको
So let's talk something else then.
Oh, absolutely.
That's why it's a let's talk.
अच्छा, okay, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, that would be great. Why not? Please.
Let's have first some questions and yeah.
So here is a designer who's sketching it, and you are from AI. So let's have a bit conversation or some audience maja.
No, I mean, we've worked together. So,
Yeah, of course I know.
so we've worked together. So we can talk about how technology is getting embraced in our industry. Why not? Let's have a one-on-one conversation on that.
आपली आवाज एवढी बोलत नाही, माहिती गरज.
We can start the Q&A before the actual presentation starts.
Saves time, you know.
Saves time, absolutely.
Yeah, Nilesh, yeah. For me, as a designer, I always think out of the box. Of course, AI is going to be a topic at 3. We have a talk. I'm on the panel. We're talking about AI. So for me is, you know, like, honestly, I sketch a design in 15 seconds. Give me anything. 15 to 30 seconds, I make a structure of a design. It's very quick. I can, if you want, I can make a time, you can put a time lapse on me and let me sketch. 15 to 30 seconds, I can do it. I'm quite. But one thing about me is now, like we have CAD, we have Rhino, Matrix, everything, there are designers who are working with it. They are going to be AI integrated now. But one thing is that nobody can beat the human brain.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So always I tell my designers and something like, what you have to think first, then you have to tell the AI to enhance that. Okay? And always there is one statement that I made today, that AI के आप slave मत बनो, आप गुलाम मत बनो AI के, आप AI को गुलाम बनाओ. आप समझे? So it's like that for me, because I take it always in a different pen, because technology always inspires, and for me, I think you have to go with it, and you have to accept it, and you have to change the course of your work, your design, everything, and to, you know, of course, it is going to work positive for the industry. Thank you.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your example and explain it in the AI perspective. So, you know, there is sometimes, there's a lot of things that I'll be showcasing which is very related to you in terms of videos and, you know, in my presentation. But main thing that we're going to get to is understanding what does AI do to you. So AI does, perfect. What does AI do for you is it gives you, it makes your life easier, right? But I also appreciate what you said, that you don't need to be dependent on it, you have to use it as a supporting tool. So that's how the AI has a lot of tools, which is so many of them, when combined in such a way that you can make your job, which is in your head, which is in like 5 seconds, you may take 15 seconds, sir, you've been in the system, but other people may take an hour or two.
Yes,
that
yes.
job can be done in 15 minutes by putting the right things in your head. You know, you have how do you call it, a writer's block? You have a few ideas, but you just can't articulate it in paper. And that's when you put into things which can work in your help to make the designing much faster and quicker. So you have to learn to embrace AI with the AI tools and start using them in such a fashion that it becomes your 1 hour job into 10 minutes job.
Of course.
And not that, you know, you're now, for every design you need that to be done, that's also not right. But that's a combination
I
of
will
both.
interject on one point. You said to make that, like, make things easy for you. Yeah, right? For me, when I design and when I'm successful, I'm the most happiest person. I feel, yeah, I've achieved something. That I don't think so. If I'm using AI, I will be so happy.
I get that where you're coming from.
Because you feel you feel you're great. You feel you achieved something. That sense of achievement, that sense of happiness. And when that happiness is a chain reaction. Because once I create something, I've got around 80 to 100 workers. They see happy faces on me. I'm so happy that I've created something. That's I'm a bit concerned. Let me see. I have not used AI. Maybe I'll change the perception of mine. Thank you.
Probably after my presentation.
Yes, thank you.
So yes, I want to talk about what are the strong pillars of Finestar as a company. How do we stand out from the different other site holders and manufacturers that are there? Provenance being that we know each and every diamond that we buy. As I said, we buy directly from miners. So every diamond that comes in, we know exactly the country of origin. So we know exactly the actual birthplace from where the diamond is coming. For us, it's not about manufacturing in bulk, but it's about manufacturing in diamonds in the perfect manner and to bring the best brilliancy and fire that comes with our refined cuts. Traceability means I can trace each and every stage of manufacturing because I'm capturing every part of the manufacturing part of it, where it is the video is taken in every different stage, whether it's coning, cutting, laser cutting, and finally the polish. And transparency is something which we at Finestar do very uniquely, is that each and every diamond of mine has a traceability certificate. To give that kind of thing, I think we're the only company in the world which gives that enhanced, detailed blockchain traceability certificate, and which can be customized by you for your own brand. Something which we do differently. Technology obviously is what our core of conversation, which I'm going to take it up, which is AI, and how do we use tech in the whole of our business. I was sitting in the previous session, we were talking about sustainability and carbon footprint, but actually what does it mean is making sure that the diamonds that you're manufacturing is being manufactured through renewable source of energy. So all my factories have the whole roof filled up with solar panels, which takes care of all my requirements of natural energy is been offsetted with my renewable source of energy, which I give back to the government. We have windmills as well, and that means we are a completely sustainable factory. We have offices in different parts of the globe and manufacturing facilities in different places. That means it is a very inclusive place. It is an inclusive place in terms of every kind of people, whether it's in China, whether it's in US, whether it's in Africa, whether it's in India. We've got people working from all places. And obviously the impact that we do, as in from a CSR perspective, what does Finestar give back to the society? These are the core perspectives. Business model, which I already previously spoken about. I don't want to deal that much into it. Just wanted to show you how we have these 4 different factories right now at this moment with more than 1,000 plus employees in manufacturing alone. And each and every factory is sustainable. It has capacities to go 3x of what it is right now. Hopefully the natural diamond business gets back to the more grind that it was known for. And not just, our belief in natural diamonds is so heavy that we've actually gone ahead and invested in many different manufacturing factories in Southern Africa, and all of them look exactly the same because it is made in a very state-of-the-art technology. Each factory is made into a very horizontal fashion. It's not a vertical fashion which you see all factories in other parts of the globe. The reason behind is that if you see even Tesla's factory, you see any manufacturing unit, it's always flat because it has to be manufacturing from point A to point Z, which has 7 different stages of manufacturing. All stages of the manufacturing has to be in line so that we don't have to waste time. And that's the concept of just-in-time factory. So all of our factories are taken into consideration. From a sustainability point of view, we have solar panels to take care of it. We do water harvesting. We have organic farming. That's actually the real meaning of sustainability. And that's what we take care of, the carbon footprint, each diamond after a time. But the reason I'm here is not typically for this. I'm here to talk about technology. I'm talking about artificial intelligence. And that's what I will be taking to talk here. Artificial intelligence is a collection of technologies that enables machines to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. AI works for using algorithms, data, and computation power to stimulate human intelligence, capturing of data, and doing structured analysis. I'm just going to start a small video for you to understand that.
Unleashing the power of data analysis with AI. In today's data-driven world, businesses are inundated with vast amounts of information. The challenge lies in deciphering this data to extract meaningful insights that drive informed decision-making. This is where artificial intelligence, AI, steps in as a game changer. With its advanced algorithms and machine learning capabilities, AI empowers businesses to unlock the true potential of their data by analyzing patterns, trends, and correlations in real time, enhancing efficiency and productivity with AI solutions. Artificial intelligence, AI solutions are revolutionizing efficiency and productivity in businesses, offering advanced capabilities that optimize various aspects of operations. By automating repetitive tasks and processes, AI frees up valuable time for employees to focus on strategic initiatives, driving overall productivity. One key area where AI excels is in streamlining processes and workflows. Through its advanced algorithms and machine learning capabilities, AI analyzes vast amounts of data to identify patterns and trends, enabling organizations to make data-driven decisions that improve operational efficiency. For example, AI-powered chatbots automate customer support, handling queries efficiently and reducing response times. Moreover, AI solutions enhance productivity by facilitating intelligent resource allocation. Optimizing decision-making processes through AI technologies. Artificial intelligence, AI, is reshaping decision-making processes across industries, offering unparalleled insights and efficiency. By analyzing vast amounts of data in real time, AI enables organizations to make faster and more informed decisions. AI algorithms excel at identifying patterns, trends, and correlations that may elude human analysis, providing a holistic view of complex data sets. Streamlining operations and workflow with artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence, AI, is revolutionizing operations and workflows, optimizing efficiency across industries. Through process automation and intelligent resource allocation, AI eliminates bottlenecks and streamlines tasks, resulting in faster and more cost-effective operations. AI-powered process automation handles repetitive tasks with precision and speed, reducing the need for manual intervention. This not only accelerates workflows, but also minimizes errors, ensuring consistent quality in outputs. Furthermore, AI facilitates intelligent resource allocation by analyzing data related to workloads, employee productivity, and project timelines. By optimizing resource allocation, AI ensures that tasks are completed efficiently, leading to improved productivity and cost savings. Moreover, AI enhances decision-making by providing real-time insights into operational performance. By analyzing data streams from various sources, leveraging AI for data analysis and insights, artificial intelligence (AI) is transforming the landscape of data analysis, empowering businesses to extract actionable insights from vast datasets efficiently. Through advanced algorithms and machine learning techniques, AI enables organizations to uncover hidden patterns and trends that drive informed decision-making. AI-powered data analysis goes beyond traditional methods by handling large volumes of data with speed and accuracy. From customer behavior to market trends, AI algorithms sift through complex data sets to identify valuable insights that drive business strategies.
So it sounds like too heavy when you hear to see AI, data collection. But the idea is now my job is to make it simplified for you. So you know what, Laksh, how we were talking about, there are so many different AI tools, which is what we need to learn today. We don't have to get scared of AI as a oh my God, that's going to threaten your job in the future. It's more about if you utilize them in the right direction, it will be helpful. For example, today I'm just going to talk about a few AI tools that are there. For example, Jasper AI, same thing. Whatever content that you're writing in email, he'll give you you just had a few thoughts in your mind, put it up, it comes along. ChatGPT is not something that I need to speak about. The best to generate, edit, and iterate on creative and technical content. Now, Murph.ai enables anyone to convert any text to customizable speech. Now, for someone who's coming and giving here and a little nervous to talk, that would really help me right now. Growth Bar helps plan, write, and optimize long-form written content for search engine. Now, search engine, again, instead of going to a search engine company or a search engine optimizing company, you have AI in your hand. Ad creatives, again, you don't need to go to creative agency, learn the use of ad creative. Firefly is another tool which is called eliminates the need of taking note during meetings, easily record, transcribe, and searches across conversation. So imagine you don't need a PA anymore. You can be in a meeting, instead of having someone sit back, you have the app on the app, put it up, and whatever the conversation we're having in the meeting is being taken into proper recording and put into paper. So that's perfect. And the chances of him doing anything wrong is pretty less as well. Same thing, open neural networks. Sophisticated analysis on suitable for both beginners and advanced level programmer. If you want to get into programming, this will help you in the start from that perspective. Adsy is to automate, create description, ads, and crafting different types of content for e-commerce stores. So right now for every e-commerce portal, to create a little content, create a little small ad, let that little small banner going on at the top, at the bottom, you have to hire people to do that, and which charges a lot. Here, you have an app which does that in your sizes of dimensions and the content that you want. That's the kind of app that it is. And TensorFlow, a machine learning framework that takes care of everything that goes back and end, facilitating numeric computation. So these are different forms of apps that we need to learn of, which is very easily for you to find what really connects to your business and how do you find the right app for your business. I use Grammarly in a very big way. Grammarly is basically writing emails in the right language and tonality. I'm going to show you how quickly it works there.
Today we dive into the latest tools and trends shaping the digital marketing landscape. We're exploring the future of marketing with a look at the top 10 AI tools every marketer should know about in 2024. These tools help businesses connect more meaningfully with customers and refine marketing efforts with unprecedented precision. Let's break down how these AI marketing tools are transforming the industry, making complex tasks simpler and decision-making faster. First up is the Marketing Plan Generator. This intuitive tool generates complete marketing strategies once you input your business name and product details. It's ideal for those who need a structured approach to planning without the heavy lifting, and is particularly helpful for rapid campaign deployment across various channels. Next, we have Canva, revolutionizing design with user-friendly tools for creating stunning visuals. Then we have Grammarly, which ensures your content is polished to
Now Grammarly, as you know, helps you in literally just putting 10 keywords and the whole email is written. Especially for people who are a little more concerned about how they write their English language. And then they give it to the PA to write it for them. You don't need a PA anymore.
Perfection. Now let's talk about Pictory. This tool transforms long-form content into engaging video clips, perfect for social media sharing. Moving on, let's talk about HubSpot. Known for its comprehensive CRM capabilities, HubSpot integrates tools for every phase of marketing, from attracting visitors to closing customers and everything in between. It's particularly effective for businesses looking to streamline their operations and boost inbound marketing efforts. Shifting our focus to content creation, Copy.ai is a tool that stands out. It uses AI to generate compelling content across various formats like blogs, social media posts, and emails, helping to overcome writer's block and enhance creativity. Then there's Live Chat AI. This tool is redefining customer service. By integrating GPT-4 technology, Live Chat AI can autonomously handle up to 70% of customer inquiries without human intervention, making it a powerhouse for enhancing customer support. And let's not overlook Involve.me. This unique platform allows you to create personalized interactions like quizzes, surveys, and calculators. It's a fantastic tool for boosting engagement and gathering precise data to understand customer preferences better. Now let's dive into Predis.ai, a tool that revolutionizes how we manage social media content. Predis.ai automates content creation across platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, making it a crucial asset for any digital marketer. Switching gears to monitoring, Brand24 provides an exceptional tool for tracking your brand's online presence. Real-time monitoring allows you to keep an eye on what people are saying about your brand across.
So this is a brilliant app. What it does is, like today, no one really knows what exactly people talk about your brand. You know about what you think about it, but what exactly everyone thinks about it is something not known. So these are things that you should think of, like go on this, get yourself registered, put up your brand name and get to understand even people are talking, or if they're talking negative or they're talking positive. How do you switch the neutrality to bring that into a positive conversation? So these are a lot of things that are happening, which is very
social
impressive.
media, and online forums. Each of these tools offers unique features that can drastically improve your marketing strategies. By incorporating AI into your workflows, you can not only save time, but also create more personalized and impactful marketing campaigns. AI in marketing isn't just the future, it's the present. Embracing these tools can bring about significant improvements in how you connect with and serve your audience.
So now I would like to say, it sounds great because everyone would say, this guy is talking about different tools. It's how do you embrace it? Do we really do it? And how do we do it? And how do we do it in our industry of jewelry and diamonds? That's the next conversation further. So as I said, FineStar is among the few organizations in the industry to utilize blockchain traceability and harness the power of data and analytics to improve decision making. How? I'm going to be further showing you in my few slides ahead, and how I use my state-of-the-art website and how my data collection at different points helps me take a lot of decision making and reduce my time frame in much faster way. So let's talk about AI in the form of diamond manufacturing. Lots of people think that when you're buying or purchasing a rough piece which is worth millions of dollars, that decision is taken how? That decision is taken once the rough point is taken, it's put in by the person in the Galaxy machine, the mapping is done, and you have an understanding of what are the probabilities. What are the probabilities that will land up coming in terms of what are the different shapes that will come in. Okay, there will be a heart shape and there will be a round shape in one piece of rough. Or it should be a pear shape with an emerald shape. Which one to go ahead with? You would love to go ahead with a round and a heart. But does that really give you the actual value of money? You're investing $1 million on one piece. Will it give you 1.2 million? How would you come back to that consensus? The consensus I've taken in a very simple way. It's very simple based on how we have captured data for the last 15 years of manufacturing that we've done. We have a data of understanding if we make that shape, that color, that size, that shape diamond, how in the past sale, how much did I sell it for in the last 3 months? So if I made a 3-carat heart shape before, that if I've sold with which was a 3-carat GVS1, I pulled in this much money, I pulled in that much money. So every permutation combination, I can understand which actual rough piece, will it be valuable enough for me to buy it or not, and will I be able to do justice or not. But that is only because I have done a lot of capturing of data, analyze the data, and the data is connected to my machine which tells me when I'm going ahead and buying that rough. So at the rough buying perspective, we have to do a lot of data analytics. Now once the rough that is being bought, we bring it back to our factory, which it's in our factory right now. You have taken that call at that point in time because you have just exactly half an hour to take a decision whether you want to buy the piece or not. But now that you have a team back home, you can have 5 people working as planners who are connected to the same software, which will be able to understand the business in a much better fashion, what shape will actually make sense. Today, that time it made sense with a heart shape, but I think because of the yield, maybe a pear shape will take in more part of the rough diamond. So that could make more sense. But that whole thing, the 3D scanning and the modeling is taken into consideration. Optimal cut selection, that means the data analytics helps analyze various cutting options running stimulus on different shapes and different sizes. You also do the inclusion mapping. You want to know whether it's a VS, is it an SI, VS of a 3-carat or an SI of a 4-carat. What does help? Which gives you the best yield? Maximum carat yield by comparing multiple cutting plans and data analytics helps maximize the carat weight. So what we have done in this whole process, in this nowadays procedure, during the manufacturing and the rough buying, the data that we have from the last purchases, what stock we have right now, what's on RapNet inventory available, what's globally the data available, what is also the fact that today on our website, what people are watching, what are the people looking and trying to put in the cart, what are people looking at putting in the watch list. all these categories are understood for us to take all these data points, create an algorithm, and that algorithm tells you whether you want to go ahead and which planning to go ahead and manufacture with stone. So I'm going to show you a video actually in Chow Tai Fook's factory in Foshan.
So this one is called the die massy. It's the most common marking machines we have in this factory. For the normal goods means a normal clarity, like from SI1 to great clean stone, VS, IF, and the normal shape. You all put the stone in these machines to do the measurements. So what she's doing is, first she has to scan the stone, and then she will do the planning by the computer. After they do the planning, they will choose the best combination of the diamond by the price. We have the value here. We always need to choose the best options. And after choosing the options, she will mark the stone and do the marking. And after the marking, we will have a QC person to check all the stone and see whether it's good or not.
So this is exactly what I was talking about. At the planning stage, when this guy is planning it, he has two different shapes, and the data are collected and it's connected and plugged into the software for you to understand which shape to go ahead with and which will give you the best yield.
He has to put the data first.
So this machine is something which you get from a Serene. There are different mapping machines in the whole of the globe, Serene being the best at the market. What we have done is, for the last 15 years, I know what shape at what color clarities in all sizes I have sold in the past 15 years, and the most closest. Then, because I have demands coming in at my website, I see a lot of cursors moving in my website. What people are trending to search for more. You know, that I get a data, like very simple data. The people put in search, I want a 1 carat, this is different size color, search button. Boom, 0, I have stones of that. So that data of 0, I have taken it across. So the last, say, 2 months, what are the zeros I've got? So all the zeros that I've got, I've collected that data, and I'm sending it to my team saying like, guys, we don't have that. What are we not planning this? Why are we planning something else instead? So there is a lot of thought process of what data collection we do at our website, what conversation we have with our clients on our calling, what sales we are doing, what's the market trend. Means if there's a shape that is, you get to know US imports. That what are the imports that they are having. I can get to know which stone is getting imported the maximum into the US. So that simple data tells me that this shape is moving faster. So these are basic trends that you get to capture. So now you look at how AI is helping in different parts, with one part being in pricing. So everyone, people come to our office and they'll say, this diamond is cheap, this diamond is expensive, this is what, this is this. I said, listen, my pricing is done through an algorithm. And the first thing that they give me a look, they laugh at me. Like, in which diamond industry, who's doing algorithm pricing? So I explain them now how we do this. So in the same fashion, how the data are captured in terms of what's trending, what stock I have, what's moving in RapNet, what's the export and import. There is so many actual data points that have been captured for you to understand which is moving and which is what. And based on that, what are the sales that you've done? In 2 months, if you've sold a stone, you know that that's the price for it. You put that price because you knew that you've sold it. And do we have that many stones on RapNet for it in the market? Does your competitor have it or not in the first place? So all these things are captured, and then a pricing, this algorithm then defines and gives a price. And you won't believe it, that price which has been given is actually compared with a human also putting a price. And finally the stone which gets sold, we define whether AI wins or human wins in this. So these are things. Now in the same fashion, I can be a human, I can see the AI price also and my gut feeling price also, and then combine both the strengths to define what actual price should be. So that's from a pricing point of view. But things have become much more better. Now companies like Serene, who have access to all the data of all the scanning, that machine that I showed you, all the diamonds go through Serene. So once you put everything on Serene, all the data is captured by Serene in their cloud. That data is available with Serene. Because Serene has that data, they end up doing is they have so much data that they can, with that picture of that mapping, they can say that this stone is a VS or a VS1. Basically, out of all the data of all VSs and all VS2s, how it should look like, they can just do machine learning, and they don't need a human to grade it anymore. So that's, I'm just going to show you about a small video for that.
AI has officially entered the Diamond Chat. Let me tell you all about it from an industry perspective. Artificial intelligence and machine learning have officially moved on to diamond grading, more specifically into diamond color and clarity. The company bringing AI to the forefront of the diamond industry in the US is GCal by Serene. Most of my friends in the diamond industry already know who Serene is. Serene is a tech company that figured out how to track diamonds from mine to market and grade them using AI and brand new technology. Now they're partnering with New York's top gemology lab, GCal, and they're revolutionizing diamond grading and the industry forever. The goal is to make diamond grading as unbiased and accurate as possible. And when you have a machine that can compare unlimited diamonds to one another, that gets a lot easier. This news is going to revolutionize the way we look at diamond reports. What do you want to know about AI diamond grading?
So this is actual truth. You don't need for grading humans, but then now imagine the grading is already done by a machine to tell you. Same thing, let's talk about artificial intelligence when it comes to e-commerce, which is not a very diamond oriented activity. It can be looked at it from a jewelry e-commerce portal, a diamond selling company, or it could be even a clothing brand. You can actually do fraud detection. With the IP address, I can figure out whether the person who's actually buying a diamond from me, which he says to be proclaiming from Bangalore, but actually sitting in Nigeria. So it pulls off the data, telling me from an IP address from exactly where they are, and I can push that out and say that, listen, the transaction, I will block it at that minute. Because I'm not going to be available at 12 o'clock in the night to see a transaction to see what's happening. Now, because I can say that these are the 5 countries that I want to be not having any kind of transaction from, it will block it at that minute. Personalized recommendation, again, this is brilliant from the future perspective. As you know, I was sitting in the first panel and listening to all these great jewelers and designers who were sitting and understanding is about how they're trying to tell a story which is in their head and bring into real actual jewelry piece. And it is, again, the most toughest job. But imagining, you know exactly what you want. But today when a customer comes and tells you, I want something like this, to actually get that and make that and invest it and then showing it to a customer and said, यार ये jewelry piece मेरे को अभी नहीं लेनी है. मेरे को आपको जो बोला था वो है ही नहीं. So how do you get that picture? Now Thima, imagine the future of e-commerce where the designing is done by the customer itself.
On the design page, select the jewelry elements you like and click Generate to receive 4 design sketches. You can find all your previous designs on the My Design page. If there's a design that catches your eye, click Create to enter the customization page. We will provide you with a tailored plan and pricing. If you need more creative ideas, you can visit the Inspiration page. Here you'll find design works posted by other users, a treasure trove for creative ideas and inspiration. We meticulously craft each piece of jewelry, ensuring that every step is executed to the highest standard.
So these are things that comes with how AI recommends what you should get and what they give it. So what's the inputs coming from the end consumer itself. Now I want to take the personal recommendation, how does personalizing recommendation come into picture, a little more in depth, what would actually we do. Imagine when people come on the website, they go on the cart, they go on the watch list, they put things in cart and then they just log out. And you sitting in your office thinking, what went wrong? I mean, he came on my website, he saw what he wants, he put it in the cart and then he logged out. So what's wrong? But that information, information comes to me in the end of the day when I see a report. But that's too late for me to call up and ask him what went wrong. I want to hit on him at that point in time. Imagine you're going through my website, you select what you want, you're almost there, shut it and get out because your wife says, actually that's your wife who's buying it, and probably the husband is saying, no, enough of it, shut up and get out of it. So, at if that point in time someone exactly knows, I get a prompt into my system saying that there's someone leaving and they've left this. And if I have someone personally call them up 10 minutes next minute. So you get the minute you log So something more similar. In our website, we have a case where we put up too much data onto, every day we put up 100 solitaires on a daily basis. And those 100 stones which are put up, now I have a team of say 40 odd sales team working from different time zones in different locations. Do you remember that what stone you have sold about a year back and it's uploaded today, exactly the similar stone? Would you as a human have the capacity to remember that this stone was bought by this customer exactly a year back? And if you have 50 odd clients, it's humanly not possible. But we made, as I said, using AI as an assistant. So in this section, I have on my website is my new arrival section, where you can come on my new arrival, and this page is being seen by my salesperson. He sees customer's favorite as a button. He clicks on it. He goes and sees all the stones his customer similarly had bought, or exactly the same stone which is uploaded today has been bought by in the last 1 year. And then they go ahead and they say, oh, they actually bought it, or it was just a memo and a memo that they had put in a cart. So instead of me pitching all the 100 stone to a customer and customer says, बंद करना यार बकवास, बताना क्या अच्छा है, तो अच्छा क्या है वो बताने के लिए I have someone in my team who will just talk exactly the stone that he had bought 6 months back from me. This is basically data learning in a big way. Now, demand forecasting also, AI can help predict expected sales. What can help in inventory management and marketing campaigns based on data analytics of which shape, size, color, clarity, consumption in different geographic locations. Best price we received and quickness in sale. So these are different points of data points that I study to understand what really the world is looking for. Which shape is moving fast, which that is captured. Even if I'm not getting the full money out of it, but holding a stone for 6 months, or if I'm selling a stone on the first day, which would be better? So that's the call that you need to understand, and these data points help us understand much better. I would now talk about, this was from a salesperson pitching. Imagine if, why should I buy, my customers say, why do I need to have a salesperson tell me? I can probably do it myself. So it's a suggested stock, it's a section on the website which showcases goods that he's bought in the past, and it's put up in a section of the stock that he should be further buying from me and which he bought it at what price. Because if you're a guy who buys only 20 and 30 pointers, if by showing him a 5-carat diamond, it's stupidity. You should rather have him to attack him to the points that we are looking at. Now, there is so much data that I've captured into my website with everyone's, imagine at a given day I have around 500 to 600 customers coming daily basis. And they do a lot of things on my website, there are some stones, there could be some stone which has been watched by 100 people, but still not bought. Or it's that category of goods. Say for example, today, elongated cushions of 2 carats are the most hottest product right now. And that stone, when I'm going to be putting, how would I know that is the most trending? Is because I got an algorithm. The algorithm is captured on how many people have bought the stone in the past, put in the cart, put in the watch list, how many exports have happened, all these data points given to me. And I know this data for myself. I said, why is that only if it is about, I should learn? Why don't I give that information to the customer? So there's a section on my website which says trending. The trending is basically category of goods and the stones which are selling very, very fast for me. And the data information is given to the customer. Let him take the decision of confirming and buying the stone much quicker. So the articles like that, if you look on the page, is based on ranking of which category of goods sold much, much faster. And the shape and the stone which have sold, which are people are watching a lot in the system. Now, how artificial intelligence is drastically taking into place is with the help of virtual try-ons. From a jewelry point of view, everyone keeps talking about augmented reality, and to be realistic, this technology is going to become much better and much improvised. Why do you need to go to the store when it can happen in your camera and exactly the way it is? So this is what we need to look at. Now, from a company which is in the business of solitaire, why do you need a big store and become a Tiffany, give an experience? That's great. Now I'm looking for that different market share of people who do not want to go to the store and not invest higher margins in those stones. Everyone wants to exactly know what? The touch and feel. What is the touch and feel? The touch and feel is about, I want a 6-prong, halo, I want a channel setting, micro pave, a little twisted. What shape works for me? What's the final price that comes into it? Which website has it? It's that detailed. That's how the future has come down to. But the biggest and the most valuable thing is going to be in AI is going to be a chatbot. I have more than 30-40 sales team saying what? What is the price? Does it have a BGM? Can it be shipped to me tomorrow? What's your wiring instructions? The basic, say, let's assume probably 100 big questions. And if I have all these 100 big questions, prerequisite fixed answers created, and those 100 questions may have 500 answers. It'll take me 2 days to come up with all the 500 answers. And if I incorporate all of them and put it into a chat GPT, that is called in our language, chatbot. I was trying to look for this appointment. Can you help me? Absolutely. When does the person come to your office? Appointment booking. What stone he wants to make it? I'll keep it ready. Why do you need a person to do that? So the point being is that AI is not going to take over jobs. It's going to take over manual labor. It's not going to take your mind. Your mind is going to make what it is. But something which is much more interesting coming in is this is the actual future.
Listen to this AI sales rep cold call a prospect.
The volume is gone.
This is using Air AI, a platform that claims it can do 10 to 40-minute conversations using natural language and an AI robot. This AI sales rep is able to cold call a prospect and turn them into a qualified lead on the phone.
Hey, James.
I'm not interested, man.
Yeah, no worries. I hate calls out of the blue too. But I'm actually from Apple, and I saw you were checking out Vision Pro and were about to pre-order but left the page.
Dude, I don't have time for
curious,
this
what
right
had
now.
you looking into potential? Okay, I can respect that. Can I just ask one question before you go?
Fine, shoot. What's up?
Why did you decide not to pre-order the Vision Pros? I saw you changed your mind last minute.
Someone logged out of the website.
Because they are crazy expensive. I'm going to get the MetaQuest instead.
I get it. But you saw what happened to Threads, right? Do you think the MetaQuest will end up being a better product than the Vision Pros? Or is it just the price?
I mean, it's mainly about price. I'm sure the Vision Pros are going to be better, but I'm not spending $3,000 on a pair of goggles, my man.
I feel that for sure. Definitely want you to make the best decision for you. But can I offer a different perspective?
I guess so. What's up?
Okay, so something that not a lot of people are aware of. If you take the route of using financing, Vision Pros only come out to a few $100s a month. So although $3,000 sounds like a lot, we can break it up to be more affordable for you. Does that by chance sound more palatable?
Interesting. How would that work?
Yeah, totally. Happy to give you context. Basically, you just fill out your details real fast and can see if you get approved. And if you are approved, it's much more affordable for you.
Okay, so what do we got to do for that?
Awesome. Okay, I'll send it over now. Let me know when you receive it.
Okay, I just got a text. That was quick.
Okay, sweet. Just fill that form out. Like I said, it takes 45 seconds. And once you are done, you'll have your name down for a pre-order of the Vision Pros. Can I help you with anything else?
No, that's awesome. I appreciate it, actually.
Perfect. I'm pumped. We got you on the good side, huh? By the way, who do you got in the Musk versus Zuckerberg fight?
I think Musk, he's got the size difference.
Yeah, I agree.
So I talk
I'm just
about
glad
my
that
love
Tim
for
Cook is
gold
not
jewelry on
involved.
here all the time, but
But
recently I
hey,
discovered this
I know you
company
said you
called
didn't have much time, so I will let you get back to it. Thanks for chatting.
Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Can you imagine all this is prefixed answers and having a proper conversation? And this is a proper live example. It's not something which I've been pulled up. This is how the future is. He's doing a job probably better than a salesperson. It's a proper chatbot. So that's how things are going to function. And I feel that I want to show you now a little bit less scarier video about how people are buying jewelry using AI.
jewelry, and they let you design your own jewelry pieces using AI. It is seriously the coolest thing ever. Let me show you how to do it. So when you first open the app, you're going to click on start your first design, and then I'm going to choose rings, women, and today I'm feeling a bit modern, so I'm going to choose that style. I'm going to go with sacred geometry, click next, and then I always wear gold jewelry, so I'm going to choose gold, click next, and then I'm going to pick golden ratio for my details, and then I'm going to choose elemental because that sounds like a really cool theme. Next, and then I'm going to type in stylish for my description and see what the app comes up with. Next, and I'm going to call my design Dana's favorite ring because I'm manifesting that this will be my absolute favorite jewelry piece. Next, these are all of my details in review. Now I'm going to submit it and the app is going to build my ring. Okay, I'm so pleasantly surprised. Look at how cool these rings are. They're very modern, very geometrical. I'm just going to go.
So, as I said, for a jewelry designer sitting in a store, talking to an end consumer, trying to understand his thought process or her thought process, मुझे वो वाला चाहिए, उसका answer ये. So, if you have the app in your store and if you're having a conversation with someone, you can do it at your level of designing sitting there, and which can give you a prompt answer at that point in time to close that deal which you're there for. That sale that you want. Sometimes it's just that you get confused with what that end consumer exactly wants. And here is your job to make your life simpler, easier, and have a faster conversion rate. You know, I mean, in terms of now, you know, data analytics also helps in making sure that we have our inventories which are kept in our offices are managed in a proper way. Which section it is kept, Space Code is a brilliant product which they have come up with, which, initially, about 20 years back, to count your diamond inventory, you needed at least 1 hour and 5 people. Today, it takes me 10 minutes with inventory more than probably 10 times what I had before. And not 10 minutes also, actually 5 minutes. It's that easy because the inventory management has already fed in that this packet with this barcode will scan the minute it comes inside. So if I keep a box of 100 stones there, which is supposed to be inside that box only, if it doesn't happen, the system tells me this stone is not available, find this stone. So it's this simple that so basically all manual work that has been happening over the years, and you've been hiring people to do the most stupidest things of counting, seeing, matching, those things now will not be required, and we don't need people for that now. Now I have a person just to make sure that I'm trustworthy man to look into the inventory. It's not about the counting and the management part of it. So AI simplifies the process of e-commerce website to gather, as I said, data on customer behavior, which we spoke about, from different touch points. This allows us to understand the specific product that shoppers are interested in, how they engage, the site's internal searches, and how to enhance the overall site and search and user experience. So on that note, I would like to finish off my conversation. Please drop in with your QAs. Love to hear your perspective.
Nilesh, really enjoyed each and every part of it. Really, you have really worked hard for this. And it's a lot of things to be taken from this seminar. Thank you so much.
My pleasure, my pleasure. If you are, even a simple way of putting it up, being a modest person, things are going to be tough if you do not embrace it.
And do you think इंसान का जो दिमाग है वो चलना कम हो जाएगा इसके आने के बाद आलसी हो जाएगा.
See, I'll tell you then what will happen is that
Basically, what not only I'm not talking about the AI, I'm talking about the technology what we are using.
so I'll answer this in a very personal way. You know, our parents when they were young, they were running around so much, doing a lot of activities, this and that, basic calculations of your phone numbers. Your mother remembers very well. Today, no one even knows anyone's phone number. But that doesn't. So what has happened is now your brain is functioning at other things. So you may think that this is remembering numbers and memorizing things was more important. No, but today is about making sure that the memory is already been fed. You have to analyze that for the betterment of your job. That's exactly. That's your answer. So the thing is that in the end of the day, the person who's input those answers for that chatbot has to be some human, and that will improvise day by day. So that's one person who has to keep listening to the conversation to improvise it. So your brain value is never going to go down. That person will do the job much better, and still in the end of the day, that cannot go fully personalized. It will come to a point that the basic questions. Oh, the stone has, is it brown, is it green, it's milky, is it available, can you ship it to me tomorrow? The basic questions will be handled by them. But the personal questions, can you look into the inclusions and let me know how it is it my kind of stone? Can an AI answer your kind of stone? So this will just make things, your conversation which was to be taking half an hour will take 10 minutes to finish off.
One more point, Nilesh. Hello.
Yeah.
Nilesh, this. Okay. Tattoo Nilesh, okay.
Yeah, which Nilesh I should twist and look at him?
So for me, actually, I'm looking the whole AI in a different perspective. For me, I think AI is nothing new. It already existed in our Vedas. Because when I see a lot of documentaries for my jewelry creations, I watch a lot of National Geographic and all this thing to understand, to create, get concepts. If you see Ellora caves, they say it's impossible to make by hand. It is done by some aliens. There are so many temples in India. They say it's not possible. How they've done it, we don't know. So I always feel, it has come back to the world. It is like a technology from India to the world. That's my take. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Might be an upgradation of the technology.
Yes.
Like I was seeing a video saying that what you have sold 10 years before or 5 years before, you are working with corporates. So the corporates are working in a research side saying that which are the best moving designs. So the full 5 years or 3 years or 2 years, whatever, they know what are the best selling. They sit in front of us, the fast moving designs are this, so why don't we work it out on this?
Right.
They are using those technology.
Right.
This is the upgrade of technology, we can say.
Absolutely. It is something which we captured as data, looked into it ourselves, but now the capture of the data is been analyzed and given you as an answer.
Faster and faster.
That's what it is. Everyone gives the word AI. AI is nothing. It's just data which has been captured at the right places. Then the data has to be analyzed. The analyzation gives you which is defined as an algorithm which you define as priority. आपने बताया कि I have analyzed this data, but which touch point is your priority? So my touch point is sale.
Perfect.
But by you keeping it in my cart, is it the priority 2? He came and saw it in my office, is priority 3. So I have to define the algorithm based on percentage of priorities. And once I've defined the priorities percentage, I know my algorithm. You put it up and I'll get an answer. And I'm not saying out of this just because we literally do this on a daily basis. I have my pricing done with an algorithm. I do not, and then with that, you also get backlash from that your probably your price is not right. But I was like, I can see it, I've sold that stone at that price. I can't have an argument, but I'm okay with that idea because I know that still I'm right with the market price condition. Anybody else? Yes.
It's such a topic, it can go on and on, because this AI is like from a different world. Anyone? Yeah, sure.
So I don't know much about this, but I do know that there's a lot of like privacy concerns when it comes to AI. So like, how do you deal with that? Because I'd find it extremely freaky if someone from a website contacted me after I was just browsing on it. So like, how do you deal with that?
So this answer is very simple. There is the concept of when you are part of any app that you join, you have an option of saying, do you want to be tracked? Number one, it minuses that part. That's up to you. Number two, then we are going to read your cookies. The question comes again. Say no to that. Third, and then if someone doesn't prompt you, you have it in a setting section that I do not want to be troubled. Right? You have an email which comes in saying you want to subscribe. You have an option to unsubscribe. So it's your choices that you take or don't want to take. Yes, privacy is, but to be very frank, your phone which is switched off also and kept, it's hearing everything.
Good
So
point.
don't be worried about AI. That the problem is your phone in your hand right now.
Yeah, good point.
I understand why everyone's worried and should be worried, but it's about when it comes to you can do your bit about wherever you can stop your place. Being available at social media with your pictures being uploaded in multiple places, you are asking for it.
Yeah.
You cannot run away from it then.
True.
Yes.
Okay, I had another question.
Please.
So regarding blockchain, like it's a lot of investment to like create a blockchain and like give all those facilities to everyone, like the miners and everybody. So does it really yield the results that you look for? Because from what I know, consumers, at least in India, they don't care for it, or they don't even know about blockchain or like this sustainability issues that are going on in the industry. So like.
Yes, so I'll answer both of them questions. First is blockchain expensive? It is expensive, but expensive for developing. But for an end, if you're talking from an end consumer's perspective, or a person,
for a
retailer, there's no charge. Yeah. The charge is mostly on. I'm talking about blockchain because I'm a hardcore blockchain tech guy. Tracer is the blockchain platform that I'm using. So for Tracer to utilize the platform, I'm paying an X amount of money, but that's on me. To a retailer, if you're a retailer, you're a store, then when I give you the diamond, for you to be a part to get that, blockchain is basically, the miner has given the rough piece to me, I cut it, make it a polish, I give it to you. So it's an asset transfer from point A to B to C. That C part that happens, when you want to take it, it's a nominal fee of say $20 or $25 depending on the size of the diamond.
Okay.
So when you're getting some kind of service, you need to pay for it, which is very basic. So what will happen is my name will get out of that blockchain, it will go to you. Yes, and then from you, when you sell it to the end consumer, that time you can give her the experience of blockchain. That it came from this place, these were the people who cut your diamond. So these are all different aspects which will come into helping you sell your diamond better. Do people in India care? Today, no. But that's the future. Blockchain sustainability is the future. And you will not hear it more because in India, the G7 sanctions are not part of it. So whether diamonds are coming from whichever part of the world, you don't care about it right now. So it doesn't matter. But people in the US care a lot about it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So because they're a G7 country, Europe, Paris, you go there to customers, they're not ready to buy a diamond unless it's not on Tracer.
Yeah.
So that's where it comes to the realistic part of it. Now what is the storytelling of diamond where all diamond looks exactly the same? One is being ethical, one is non-ethical. Someone must have found a diamond just fallen down here, takes it, rubs it a little bit, puts it in GI and puts it ahead and sells it. So these are all things happening. What do you want that diamond? Or do you want to buy a diamond which is probably helping a person sitting in Surat who is cutting the diamond and making his livelihood, and thanks to that fact that you bought the diamond from him and you're changing his life? Conversation.
Yeah. Okay. That's definitely the future. Thank you.
So they've already started. No? So I am So no, now what's going to happen, the future is, I'll tell you what, the future is, with IGI is all, so first of all, IGI has not started doing grading through AI. So I'm going to, again, so GI has been doing artificial intelligence grading for last 5 years, but they don't tell you, because they are not made it perfect. They will not enter, but they are already doing it. That means what is happening is that some part of it has been done through AI, and the last thing is done by a human. But they don't want to tell you because they are worried. So GI is a very scared and very careful company, because what they say matters. So now IGI says that IGI and GCal and Serene say they are doing AI. But who's using Serene and GCal? It's a very small percentage. IGI and GI in the coming future, what they'll put up is we're going to put the lab in your own factory. So there's not going to be, so the diamonds which will get manufactured there, like, and then they will put, the lab will come, they will create a small section in your office, in your factory, which will be called a lab. In 45 minutes, you'll get a result. You'll print it, certify it. And today, IGI is doing that with mobile labs. If you go today in the US, and the biggest lab-grown suppliers are R2Net. I saw 10 certificate printing machines. So that's where the certification is going to happen. But how much AI grading is accurate reached? See, everything is taking its process. Everything is data capturing, and all of this is going to be perfect. So yes, as to your answer, it's happening. It's not just widely spoken about. Yes.
I'm comfortable.
The recording is going on, so they go ahead.
अभी हम गोल्ड इंडस्ट्री में हम लोग एक्स्ट्रा मीटर्स हम लोग RFX यूज़ कर रहे हैं हम लोग. क्या ये फ्यूचर में पॉसिबिलिटीज़ है कि हर शोरूम्स के अंदर ये टेक्नोलॉजी से, ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी से कंज्यूमर को सामने हम द फेथ, वी कैन शो द फेयर एंड फेथ विद द कस्टमर्स?
Oh, absolutely. Today, I'll tell you, I see everything when it is held with a neutral company. For example, you're a store and you're a manufacturer. You need a third party to define that what आप जो कर रहे हो, ये जो कर रहा है सही कर रहे हैं. वो कब आएगा? जब कोई न्यूट्रल पार्टी है. Now, for example, in the business of diamond, करने वाला रफ निकालने वाला डिबियस है, बनाने वाला मैं हूँ, और बेचने वाला कोई रिटेलर है. बट इसको द होल प्रोसेस को फॉलो करने के लिए तो ट्रेसर है. जो ट्रेसर लेगा वो आपको डॉक्यूमेंटेशन मांगेगा, आपको प्रॉपर वेरिफिकेशन लेगा, तब जाके आपका काम चढ़ा पाएगा. आज अगर मैं उनको, जैसे डायमंड में क्या होता है, आप जो बोलते हैं ना कंट्री ऑफ ओरिजिन लिखते हैं कि भाई ये तो बोत्सवाना का है, वो देने वाला तो केपी सर्विस है. आप ना किम्बर्ली सर्विस हो कि आपका ऑथेंटिकेशन, जो गोल्ड का जो थर्ड पार्टी ऑथेंटिकेशन करने वाला आदमी आएगा, जब वो पेपर होगा तो वो भी चढ़ाएगा. सो इन द कमिंग फ्यूचर, every product which is clean, ethical and done in the right way will come on blockchain, and the things which are done all in the dirty way will be sold separately. तो अभी क्या हो जाएगा, दोनों का अलग भाव हो जाएगा.
नहीं, अभी हम लोग तो इंडस्ट्री में बहुत प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हैं.
एग्जैक्टली, मैं इसके लिए आपका आंसर उस हिसाब से दे रहा हूँ.
डायमंड इंडस्ट्री में हम लोग तो भी क्या है, अभी कुछ लोग तो थे कि पिछले 4-5 साल पहले हम लोग 100 कैरेट 150 कैरेट माल बेचने थे, हम लोग 10 कैरेट माल बेचने में इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है, क्योंकि मार्केट में जो प्राइस जो है वो फेयर कंपटीशन नहीं है.
तो आप सेइंग कि आपको डायमंड मतलब लैब ग्रोन मिक्स है, नेचुरल से, उसका इशू है?
नहीं, उसी लैब ग्रोन, और इसमें तो हम लोग उनको सीवीडी मशीन से हम लोग उनको वहाँ पे दिखा सकते हैं,
चेक कर लेते हो आप,
चेक कर लेंगे, उनमें कोई वादा नहीं है. अभी जो सर्टिफिकेट में जो कट, क्लैरिटी और कलर जो दिखाता है, और कुछ मार्केट्स अभी जैसे बेल्जियम में एक्सेप्ट नहीं होते, कुछ यूएस में कुछ माल नहीं जाता है, कुछ फेसेट्स बराबर मैच नहीं होते हैं, फिर भी उसको सर्टिफिकेशंस कुछ और मिल जाते हैं, और उसके लिए एंड ऑफ दी जो फेयर बिजनेसमैन उसको वो प्राइस बेयर करना पड़ रहा है. नहीं,
बट वो आप देखो, आप अगर सर्टिफिकेशन सही जगह से कर रहे हो,
सर एवरीथिंग सही जगह से हो रहा है. अब वो माल आप उनसे सर्टिफिकेशन ला लो,
बट वो आपके पास कंट्री ऑफ ओरिजिन नहीं है.
हाँ सर, कंट्री ओरिजिन नेक्स्ट पार्ट में हम उसको नहीं भी रहा, परवाह नहीं है. एक बात समझाता हूँ, मेनली इन कंज्यूमर क्या देख रहा है आज की तारीख में, कलर EF है क्या, D कलर है क्या, F कलर है क्या. माल उसमें से बाहर निकलता है, वो कलर नहीं देता है, और कोई आदमी इसको
कहाँ से नहीं निकलता? मैं सॉरी, मैं समझा नहीं। अगर कलर डी है तो डी है, तो
जैसे हम लोग डायमंड सॉलिटस नहीं, हम लोग माइक्रो लेवल में लेते हैं,
पतले का माल लेते हैं,
पतले का माल, हाँ स्टार मेला लेते हैं हम लोग।
हाँ।
तो वहाँ पे कंज्यूमर को जैसे हम लोग अगर स्वर्ण गुड्स लेंगे और कस्टमर को स्टार मेला भी दे देते हैं, उसके अंदर से कुछ वो एंड ऑफ द कंज्यूमर को बताना बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है कि ये प्रोडक्ट हम किस लेवल में हम आपको डिलीवरी कर रहे हैं। वो बोलते हैं कि सर आपका प्राइस 70,000 का भाव आ रहा है, बाजार में 50,000 में भी माल मिल रहा है। तो वो क्लैरिफिकेशन करने में डायमंड इंडस्ट्री में भी बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है। और ऊपर से सीवीडी आने के बाद ये माल और मुश्किल हो गया है कि नेचुरल डायमंड बेचें, और नहीं तो अभी फिलहाल मार्केट होल्ड एंड वॉच करके हम लोग उसको जाएँ।
मैं क्या बताना चाहता है, इफ आई एम राइट और रॉन्ग आप बताइए। ये बताना चाहता है कि बिकॉज कि जो डायमंड उसको पहले मिल रहा था अभी नहीं,
हाँ,
यू आर वन स्टेप अहेड। व्हाट इन द इंडस्ट्री वी आर गिविंग हिम समथिंग, और वो उसको बता दे ईएस है, ही गोज एंड चेक करेगा तो वो जीएक्स निकल जाए। फॉर दैट तो आंसर मशीन है।
So
आंसर मशीन ही है, क्योंकि वो मशीन जब ट्रैक करके देगा ना तो ह्यूमन इंटरवेंशन निकल जाएगा। उनकी टीम में भी उनको एफ ही चाहिए, क्योंकि उनका पैसा बढ़ेगा, और आपको जो जी चाहिए तो वो मशीन बता देगा कि ये, जैसे अभी सीवीडी का मशीन कैसा दे रहा है, ये आप सब मान रहे हैं ना, तो भाई चलो सीवीडी बोल दे तो है, वो भी मिस्टेक कर सकता है।
I'll answer this in a, I understood his question, but so I was talking to,
जो सही आदमी है उसको भुगतना पड़ रहा है, और जो
वो समझे नहीं थे, इसलिए मैं आपके साथ
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ ये चीज़ के लिए ना। आई हैव बीन टॉकिंग टू तेमास प्रिंटर फ्रॉम IGI, दे आर कमिंग अप विद अ कैंपेन। उसमें क्या होगा कि अभी जो पतले का माल आपने लिया, जो भी आपने भाव में ले लिया, जो भी 50,000 40,000 पर डॉलर, 40,000 रुपए के हिसाब से, सोन गुड्स है तो आपका 60,000 का होगा, 70 का होगा। तो जो भी भाव आपने लिया ना, जितना भी माल लिया, आप ये पैकेट सील करके थोड़ा सा उसका IGI को भेजोगे। IGI उसका जो आदमी बोलेगा सोन गुड्स से आपको बेचा है, वो मैच करके देगा और आपको वो पैकेट से सीधा मिलेगा। तो उससे क्या होगा कि आपका जो माल है that will be certified by IGI at GH as an DF or whatever color that you're looking
at. मेरा क्वेश्चन और नेक्स्ट लेवल में भी ये लूज का, तो आपने जो बोला ये हम लोग इसके नीचे सॉर्टर से भी हम लोग काम निकाल देंगे। जब फाइनल गुड्स जो बन जाता है, फिनिश गुड्स, और कंज्यूमर का जैसे पहले हम लोग अगर चेन्नई से माल लेते थे, जो स्वर्ण गुड्स का सबसे बड़ा मार्केट चेन्नई है, ठीक है ना। अभी चेन्नई में स्वर्ण गुड्स का माल बोलते हैं तो कहते हैं कि सर माल हम लोग बनाने में दिक्कत नहीं है, बाजार में वही माल हम लोग कंपटीशन में बेच नहीं पा रहे हैं। फिनिश गुड्स में कंज्यूमर को क्या है कि ये कहाँ से आया, क्या ओरिजिन से आया, कौन ऑफसेट किया, उसको क्या सर्टिफिकेशन में क्या दिख रहा है, और वो प्रेजेंट में है नहीं है, उससे वो वाकिफ नहीं है।
आप ज्वेलरी को सर्टिफाई नहीं करते हो?
तो फिनिश गुड्स में भी
तो वैसा मशीन है, मशीन आप बोलोगे मैं खरीदूंगा तो वैसा नहीं हो सकता। तो जैसे सीवीडी मशीन पहले 10 लोग ने खरीदा और फिर भाव घटते गए और वो आया, तो ये मशीन है। इनका कहना का क्या है कि AI से आपको ये मशीन से काम करवा लो ना, तो आपका जो डर है वो निकल सकता है। अभी आप सेटिस्फाइड हो कि नहीं हो, तो आपने भी 3 बार किसी से लिया और माल बराबर नहीं, तो उसका आप काम नहीं करोगे।
बिल्कुल।
तो वैसे ही ये होगा, बट AI आपको ये सब चीज़ दे सकती है आज के तारीख में, और आगे जाके और बेटर होने वाला। तो आपका जो सोन गुड्स है वो तो इजीली पॉसिबल है, रेंज को वी आर रिकटिंग
एवरी डे। सो द थिंग इज आपका मशीन्स विल कम मच बेटर।
आप बोलोगे ना कि मुझे 8 एरो 10 हार्ड एरो वाला चाहिए, थोड़ी बहुत 3 दिन में दे सकते। तो आसर कोई भी आ जाने दो, और एग्जिट उसका हो सकता है।
सो हाय,
तो मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि जो ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी का आप बता रहे हैं,
हाँ,
वो तो गोल्ड ज्वेलरी होलसेल में भी उसको हो सकता है ना?
सब में हो सकता है। आज आपको
तो
पता है,
मतलब जो ये अभी एग्जीबिशन हो रहा है पूरा स्टॉक लेके, तो फ्यूचर में उसका भी इम्पैक्ट आएगा ना, पूरा स्टॉक?
जैसे चेयरमैन ने बोला 5 करोड़ का भाव होगा तो क्या होगा, वैसे ही होगा।
अब आपको मैं एक सिंपल बात बताता हूँ। ब्लॉकचेन इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म। आप कोई भी इंडस्ट्री में इसको यूटिलाइज कर सकते हो, फ्रॉम फाइनेंस टू कॉर्न, जो कॉर्न बेचता है ना भुट्टा, उसका भी एक बिजनेस है, और कपड़े में भी आज आपके कपड़े में क्या कितना कॉटन है कितना पेरिकॉट है वो भी आके उसमें आएगा। तो ब्लॉकचेन ऐसे जाके है उसके लिए। और फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज ने जो अपने बैंकिंग है और फाइनेंशियल और पेमेंट है क्रिप्टो है वो सब ज्यादा करके अब ब्लॉकचेन से पहले उन्होंने एम्ब्रेस कर लिया। हमने भी ज्यादा किया है क्योंकि हमारे पे क्या है कि पूरी दुनिया क्या सोचती है, डायमंड वाले लोग सब पैसा गड़बड़ करने वाले। सो एक्चुअली ब्लॉकचेन इज अ ब्रिलियंट प्रोडक्ट फॉर अस।
तो सब रिटेलर भी अपना स्टॉक कम रखेंगे, जो जरूरत है वही रखेंगे।
अब नहीं, उल्टा ज्यादा आप सही चीज रखोगे।
ब्लॉकचेन का मतलब आ गया नहीं, स्टॉक की बात, फिजिकल स्टॉक की बात, मैं फिजिकल स्टॉक की बात करूँ। नहीं वो मतलब सपोज मैंने होलसेल वाला मेरे साथ टाइप है तो उसका स्टॉक नहीं दिखाऊंगा ना, मैं अपना फिजिकल थोड़ा दिखाऊंगा। उसके साथ टाइप है तो जैसे मैं एंटिक का इतना स्टॉक नहीं कर सकता, मतलब जो भी अवेलेबल मार्केट में होलसेल वाले मेरे पास है तो मैं उसका ही डिजाइन शो करूंगा कि मेरा मैं उसको उसका वेस्टेज देता हूँ।
मैं आपका एक सोल्यूशन बताता हूँ। ब्लॉकचेन, जब ब्लॉकचेन में क्या होगा, एक जन के नाम पे रहेगा, आप दिखाओ ना क्या फर्क पड़ता है, दुकान वो तो सिर्फ ऑनलाइन रहेगा। ऑनलाइन का लेजर, अब बेसिकली आपके पास लेजर बनाते हो ना आप, वो एक ऑनलाइन लेजर है। अब आपको उसमें जब डालना है जब डालो, नहीं डालना मत डालो, वो कोई चीज बदलने नहीं वाली।
थैंक यू।
Hi, I have a question.
Yes.
So it was an enlightenment feeling after the session, so thank you for that.
Thank you.
I have a question with respect to the logout. Once the customer is checking and logging out, there is a call to them. So that call is a bot or a human call given, the video call that is been there?
At this point in time, we've kept it human.
Human.
Yes.
So is it round the clock?
I've kept it for a few hours.
Okay.
I've kept it working hours. At this point in time, it is between 9 to 5, and there's one person managing that account. And then in the night, I have another team, so that also becomes a 24-hour because I have 2 different shifts. So I got 3 different shifts of teams. So each team has one person who's going to be available to manage that answer.
And for the cold calling that is there, so you once the calling is done, there's a team who's analyzing the call, or it's just once the call is done, it's done. Nobody is taking care of it.
So every sales team that is are we talking about cold calling by normal people?
Cold calling by AI.
By AI. So again, at this point in time, my AI cold calling, personally at Fine Star, I'm not doing it with a bot right now.
Okay.
I'm not doing it with a bot right now. I'm doing it with humans right now.
Okay.
Because the detailed answers, I can only answer to a level of say 20% of it. The remaining 80%, because it's more technical.
Yeah.
My customer base is more wholesaler or a retailer who understands the diamond probably better than my salesperson also.
Yeah.
So he will ask such tricky questions that if I give it to a chatbot, it will work no way for me. Chatbot works well when it comes of, oh, send me a memo, confirm the stone, can you see this, is there everything? So basic answers. The detailed one which you saw of air, that is extremely detailed. And that is possible and it's working.
Yeah, because that was quite impressive.
So if for me to do that, I will have to be in that business only and get out of diamond. Because to make that is very expensive.
Okay.
So we are at my level, I'm taking at the 20% nascent stage. I'm not at the 100% at this point.
Okay.
But we'll head towards it slowly.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for answering.
Yeah. Firstly, thank you so much, Nilesh, for coming on such a short notice, and he deserves a big round of applause.
Thank you.
So, as we are running short of time, I'll ask the one last question. As you said, you are into blockchain technology. So, are you using blockchain for the diamond, and the consumer can understand from where the diamond is coming?
Yeah.
Okay. And secondly, regarding the AI cold call. So, are they using specific APIs and integrating them, or it has a specific some technology or other software?
So basically, what is the cold calling part? There's an existing chatbot API, chatbot feature software by itself, which you integrate with your calling. So you can do it in the form of an API, or it'll be a fully inbuilt with the it could be that company itself who has a calling by itself. It could be in your existing or that, both ways. Depends on how detailed is that kind of a company also. How detailed he wants to get into it. Like that was extremely detailed. So imagine for every question, there would be 1,000 answers ready, depending on the situation basis. So that detailing requires an person to, now you know how the answers are defined. I'm already doing cold calling, like how she's asking, right? But that's with proper humans. In all of those calling that is happening, I have taken my last 1 year of calling that my team is doing, and what are the questions asked, and what are the answers given, or how I would have preferred to give an answer, and I have to feed in that answer. All of that data is captured, given it and shoved it into one point, and then that answer is coming up with it. So that detailing is so enhanced, it depends on how good is the AI chatbot team to take into that also.
And also understanding the data.
Exactly. Because for them to understand, it's too detailed. You don't, one wrong answer can ruin your reputation. So you have to be very careful at this point.
Thank you so much, Nilesh ji. Yeah.
And you can, oh, thank you. Because you can very easily melt it, and like, so how can you?
Its tone is yeah, exactly. So like diamond is very unique to a number. For gold to come into picture, every gold piece that has been sold has to be sold with a specific unique number.
Okay, but you can easily melt it, and then you won't know where.
Yeah, but then that will lose the blockchain value. So if I melt it completely, so until unless if it's a one piece, big piece with a unique number and cut it into say 10 pieces, then I can create say a 1001, 1002, 1003, then each bar becomes a unique number. So to manage that is great. But if you're going to melt it, it'll lose out value. So same thing with the diamond right now. If you take my diamond, which is on blockchain, and then you recut it, it will lose its value. Because the uniqueness is because of the parameters of the diamond.
Right, so for example, like you have a piece of jewelry which is diamond and gold. So like, it's possible that only a part of it is on the blockchain and the other part is just untraceable.
Yes, no, so yes and no, depends on what kind of, if a jewelry piece has too many pieces, that's too tough. But if it's just a ring and a gold, ring and just a diamond in it, it still can be managed. Okay. It's quite nascent stage in terms of full jewelry pieces to come on blockchain. Right now it's just solitaires and the engagement ring, that's more there.
Okay, thank you.
I'm a bit confused. Should I go for t-shirt to you or to her?
Sure.
I feel like going there.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.